All right, last video analysis of the day. Please excuse the air conditioning. It is really hot today, so the air conditioning just popped on, which is what you might be hearing in the background. But here we have Justin. Now, a little while ago, we had done a video analysis on Justin's shot put technique, and he sent in this video of his discus technique. This was a 157-foot throw, which broke his school record. So he had sent this in for me to analyze. Now, this is a good example. Again, 157-foot throw, good athlete. You're going to see in this technique, or in this video, very good, very solid technique. So what we're going to be focusing on here is not really trying to fix a lot of the really big things. We're going to be working on how to make the kind of little corrections, the little things that are going to make a difference for somebody who is throwing close to 160 feet in high school. Little things, or sorry, the big things probably look good. The little things are probably what need to be worked on the most. So let's take a look here. Again, taking a look in real time. See a solid looking throw, good looking throw. See nice long position with the discus. That right, I'm just going to mute this real quick here. That right foot seems to be landing in a really good spot right inside the front half of the circle. Oh, good extension at the end. Again, when you first look at this, woo, really close to fouling there, buddy. Back half of the circle. So when you take a really good look at this, and when you look at this in real time, it's a great looking throw. 157-foot throw, really good movement through the circle, speed is good. You're looking at all these things and you're saying, all right, this is a great looking throw. What needs to be worked on? So let's take a look here kind of frame by frame, because this is where you really get to see some of the things that need to be worked on the most. So the biggest thing I will say out of the back of the circle is that I think you need to do a little bit better job of shifting weight over your left foot. So this is very much kind of a, what I would call just a twirl around the back of the circle. Where I would like to see is a little bit more of a reach with your left arm. Getting your chest and getting your, well, from this position it's tough to see, but essentially the middle of the shoulder blades is going to be about the chest, the middle of the chest. Try to get that pushed over the left a little bit more. What that's going to do is it's going to get your balance, get your weight to shift over that left so that you can get your right foot up and around a little bit earlier. Okay? Because with a good thrower, what we're really looking to do is we're looking to increase speed and we're looking to increase efficiency. Again, if you have a car that goes 100 miles an hour, but the racetrack is 2 miles long, and you have a car that goes 100 miles an hour and the racetrack is only 1 mile long, doesn't matter how fast the car is going. If it has a shorter racetrack, if it has a more efficient path, it's going to get there sooner. And that's what we're trying to do, is trying to get him through the circle faster. Okay, and we're going to try to do that first by improving the efficiency of the throw, making the path shorter. So shifting weight onto that left, getting a little bit more weight onto his left foot, and maybe reaching a little bit more left with his arm, his shoulder, his chest, is going to get the right foot off the ground a little bit earlier. Now the other thing is, we have a very high, what I would consider like a lift and kick out of the back. So it's a lift and a kick. See how high that right foot gets in the air. I always get nervous that someone's going to kick the discus out of their hand. His right foot is very high up in the air. It's almost waist level or kind of butt level in the back of the circle. I'd love to see that foot stay lower to the ground with a much wider sweep. So instead of this lift and kick, which is a choppier, longer motion of up and then down, I'd love to see the foot just stay low to the ground. Okay? Now you do a great job of sweeping into the circle, kind of leading with the inside of the right knee and the inside of the right foot, but let's start that out of the back. Okay? Let's start that right here. So a great way of doing this is let's put like a really short, just a regular sized water bottle on the ground and have you try to knock that water bottle over with the inside of your right foot. So think about shifting onto the left and then leading the throw with the inside of the right foot. So a long, low right foot sweep. And that's going to continue to here. Okay, that's what we're looking for. But imagine if that, instead of going up and down in that sort of longer, choppier motion of up, down, imagine if it just stayed low and was smooth. It's going to be a lot more efficient of a movement. It's going to kind of get you in a better position, and it's going to be faster because it's more efficient. That's what we're looking for. Okay. As we get to this middle of the circle, I'm going to be really picky here. You can start to see your left arm bending. Now, I like a long left arm. I like that left arm to stay long, and I like that left arm to hold and point over here toward 3 o'clock. Again, if the back of the circle is 12 and the front of the circle is 6, just like a clock, 12, 3, 6, 9. So when that right foot touches down, I like to see that left arm stay nice and long, pointed over here toward 3 o'clock. Holding that left arm is going to kind of help increase separation. It's going to help keep your weight back, keep your body kind of torqued up, twisted up a little bit more. Now, the big thing in the middle is that this right foot stops. You can see, just like the video analysis I did a little while ago of Justin, he doesn't drop the heel down completely, but the heel lowers. Boom, 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 where it's almost on the ground. But notice how it doesn't start to turn right away. The heel goes down, 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 and then it starts to turn here. So see how that's delayed just a little bit? And when this left foot grounds in the front, see how the right foot is still pointing over here, kind of toward 11 o'clock, 10 o'clock, this way? That really should be at 9 o'clock, pointing over here. And it's that little delay of letting the heel drop to the middle and then having to start turning it again that's just delaying a little bit in the middle. And you can see what happened with this delay. Because that right foot dropped and stopped, he started to unwind. You can see his head is already starting to peek around a little bit. Started to unwind. See how that left arm is moving, but the right foot's not moving? So watch, the right foot drops here. Watch the left foot. I'm sorry, the left arm. And watch the right arm. Now, I'm going to show you, while you're watching these, I'm going to show you when he starts to turn his right foot again. Ready? Turn. See how much separation he lost by the time that foot landed to the time it started to turn again. See how much that upper body unwound because of that delay with the right foot. If that right foot landed a little bit more on the ball here and just turned immediately instead of dropping down to the ground, he wouldn't lose all that separation. He would stay back better, he'd stay wound up better, and he'd have more built up torque, more built up power. Okay, so we want to stay low in the back, shift our weight over the left, get this right leg to stay really low to the ground, and sweep with the inside of the right foot. To the middle, we want to touch down in the middle, hold that left arm just like this, and let the right foot continue to turn. Don't drop the heel. From there, grounding that left foot, which is great. You're going to be back farther and have more power to put into the throw. The last thing I'm going to tell you is that I want to see a little bit more emphasis on rotating around instead of jumping up. So for me, the way that I explain it to my throwers, this is maybe not how I would explain it to another coach, but the way that I explain it to my throwers is that when you're in the power position here, I want you to think about rotating into the throw and then having more of a linear finish. So right here you can see rotate, rotate, lift, lift, lift. I'd love to see here rotate, 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 lift, lift. So see how there's just a little bit too much emphasis on that jump at the end, at that lifting at the end. You can really see it if you watch in real time here. Watch the lift. See how there's that lift at the end? Again, is that a bad thing? No, we want some lift at the end. But it's not a lift and rotate. I want to see you kind of rotate through that finish and lift at the very end. So it's not a jump and a twirl. Okay, if you want to think of it that way. It's not jump, twirl. See that? The discus comes out of his hand right here. So he's already jumping here. He starts to lift, up, up. See that? How everything's going up, and then it comes out of his hand? I'd like to see around, 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 and then up at the end. So little timing stuff. But again, 157-foot thrower. So the corrections are going to be minimal. The corrections are going to be small. But if you can work on those three things right there, if you can work on keeping that right foot low to the ground and sweeping with the inside of the right foot, the inside of the right knee, without doing the lift and kick, that's going to make the throw so much faster out of the back. If you cannot drop the heel as much in the middle, that's going to make the right foot rotate quicker in the middle. And if you can continue to turn into that release a little bit more before that jump, before that lifting to vertical, just turn a little bit more, get the knee around a little bit more, get the hip around a little bit more, get the chest around a little bit more, and then finish the throw, you're going to see a really big increase in distance. All right, so that's what I got for you guys today. If there are any questions, please make sure to leave them in the comment section down below. And again, great throw, good looking form and technique, but just those little things need to be corrected, and you're going to see some big increases.